So I just got off of work, and a really good friend of mine saw the car, and he's excited, and he wanted to hear it. Kevin, do you remember what it sounded like before?
You pulled up in the middle of stand-up, so I heard it, and I was like, well, there's Blake.
No.
And I was in the middle of stand-up.
I got here a little late for the meeting, but yeah, they said you guys stopped talking for a second because the car is too loud, I guess.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
So, all right, well, let's give her a whirl here. Is that a smile?
Why it sound like you got a V10 in there?
A V10?
It sounds like it's a lot, like your car should be like twice its size.
It's a good engine. I like it. Right now it's a lot better. So you give me a thumbs up?
Double thumbs.
Oh, double thumbs?
Just don't get pulled over.
Well, yeah, I try not to. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Blake again, coming at y'all for another video, and it's been way too long for you guys. So the Cobra is finally back, and I'm super excited. I have a lot to catch you guys up on. So the main reason why it took so long to get the car done is because when I was told that I can pick up the engine, I was told last minute that I had to move the car and move everything about all the car's stuff somewhere else entirely. And I was told on very, very last minute, short notice. And I was stressing to find a new place to call this home for a little while to get it worked on. And had some really good friends pull a few strings with some of their buddies, and we were actually able to get it to a guy who has a shop. So Mike, if you ever see this, thank you so much for helping me out. I couldn't have gotten this car done without you, Cameron, and even Randy. Randy helped a lot too, so you guys are the freaking best. The video might be a little wonky, guys. I'm using my cell phone. My GoPros are actually having some trouble, so forgive me if the format's a little off. So you guys might be asking, okay, so Blake, what exactly is done to the Cobra, this thing? Well, I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys. So underneath, to the untrained eye, it looks pretty stock. Actually, but there's a big but. So if anyone's not familiar with 96 to 98 Cobra Mustangs specifically, the spark plug situation, or spark plug wires or coil packs, or the ignition system is really old school. And in 99 and up, they converted these cars to coil on plugs, which is worlds better. Coyotes have them. All modern vehicles pretty much use that stuff. So I deleted the coil packs that sat here. There's the bracket for one of them. And deleted the ugly wires that went all the way through here. So I have a complete C-head valve cover conversion, as you guys can see. I bought an aftermarket tank, but it doesn't have a fill sensor, so it's throwing me a little code, and how I was having a little bit of issues. So I went ahead and popped this tank on just until I get that tuned out, and I'll pop the new tank on. So guys, this engine and this Cobra is so freaking cool now. I mean, it was always cool to me, but now this is a completely built short block, and it has a ported inlet. Now, a lot of guys talk about how they port, I call them the brains, but when you pop the lid off, you see those, like those runners. They'll cut those. I didn't do that because I didn't go with aftermarket cams. I kept the stock cams in this car. But what someone did do for me is the stock throttle body situation, which is a twin port setup, I have a monoblade throttle body with a port matched inlet. So the inlet where the air comes in, instead of it being a twin port on the manifold, is now completely open, ported, and matches the throttle body. And when the car was hurt and had that bent rod and everything, and I was driving it, I actually had that ported with the throttle body and drove the car, and the torque difference was unbelievable on the completely stock setup with the hurt engine. That really picked up a lot of torque. I could feel it. My dad was beyond surprised before we even knew the engine was completely was bad with the bent rod. So I'm really excited for that. So C-head valve covers, ported intake, throttle body. I finally picked up a set. I don't know if you guys can see these. I'll try to zoom in here. I have a set of BBK long tube headers now on this car. I've always had subframe connectors for this car and I never put them on. And I finally have subframes underneath the car now, which really helped a lot. I could not be happier with that. I went with a new shifter. I have an SVE short throw shifter in this car. I have a brand new steering wheel that looks absolutely awesome, feels amazing, worth every dollar I spent. I hated my stock one, it was completely destroyed. Put a new tack sticker in here. I have LED bulbs. Look absolutely awesome at night. I have the bezel, did not put it on yet because this guy is a pain to deal with. Brand new shifter, and I have pictures for everything for you guys, so you guys will see it all. But I mean, super short throws, way better than the one I had before. I have brand new billet pedals in here, and I also have a rear seat delete. I finally got a rear seat delete. Super stoked on that. I also upgraded my radiator because I was having cooling problems. The car would keep trying to overheat. So I finally went ahead and got an aftermarket, the SVE 3-row aluminum radiator in this car as well. Because my stock one was completely original, and it didn't, I thought that was the problem. It didn't give me issues per se, but since, you know, it was original, while everything's out, I'm messing with it, I might as well upgrade and be done. So I finally did that. Don't mind the car, guys. She's still really dirty. I only gave her one wash, and unfortunately the last 9 months the car's paint did get jacked up really bad in spots. So I have to figure out how to fix these issues. But it's all small stuff. All right, guys, since like I said, I don't have my GoPro, so bear with me on how I'm doing this. I'm doing a Sting mode style video, as you guys can tell. So I'm gonna try and drive the car for a little bit, guys, and talk to y'all some more, because I know you guys probably want to hear it. It's a lot louder on startup now. Driving a stick shift with a V8, man. 9 months, it felt like an eternity. Keeping it in gear for you guys so you can hear it. It's got really nice D-cell pops now. That shits are so sweet. Billet aluminum, I mean, it feels really tight and sturdy, way better than the other one. It sounds so good. I gotta say, for still rocking the Bilstein shocks and struts my dad put on here since 2005, and everything else is pretty much stock suspension wise, and having the stock seats, this thing rides so freaking good. It's so comfortable. I don't even remember it being this comfortable, actually. I'm gonna be really sad when I get rid of these seats, I won't lie, because like these are the perfect road trip seats, man. I'm telling you, like this lazy boys all day. I mean, it's decent big cabin. Sounds awesome. Did I mention that? So I'll try to pull over soon, guys, and talk to you more about the engine. I think I discussed that beforehand, but I have actual paperwork now to tell you everything. Don't mind my trunk, guys. I've got everything in here, from supercharger stuff to extra oil. I'm sorry, this is my real oil. That's when I get done with the break-in. This is some of my break-in oil that I'm using. Here's the blower sitting right here. I've got extra gaskets and whatnot. Here's the bezel. But right here, this right here, this means everything to me. Well, besides the car, this is the book my dad's always had, and obviously I did all this. Whew, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down real quick. I got all the paperwork, and yes, I stapled it because I love paperwork, if you guys don't know. All right, guys, so this is everything right here. This is my exact setup for what I'm going to be doing with the car. And I'll tell you guys the price, because I know everyone's going to want to know. So I spent, just on the engine alone, about $7,000. So not cheap. Here's a quick look at the interior for you guys real quick. I also got new Cobra floor mats, and I got transparent covers. Yes, I'm that guy. I'll take them off when I go to shows. You know, still got a tear in the seat, but hey, we're rocking what we got, right? This is my dad's car. This thing's been all original forever. My dad took really good care of it, but he drove the freaking thing. So that's his 265-pound freaking Hulk strength of a man ripping through the seat all the time. So I keep forgetting there's so many things I've done to this car. I also did the same head cooling mod I did for the Mach 1. So far, I did one oil change on the car. It's got about 83-ish miles on it right now. I'm really just taking a guess from driving to work, driving a little bit in town, over out that way, coming home. So, yeah, guys, I'll throw pictures from the whole us putting it back together, being at the shop. Just want to get you guys some kind of content. So if y'all like the video, please drop a like and show some support, comment, anything. I really appreciate everyone through pretty much, it's been almost a year, that's stuck by, asked me how I'm doing, how the car's doing. Excited for the build as much as I am. You guys know that this thing means the freaking world to me. So stay tuned for the rest of the progress, guys, and I'll be sure to get a lot of fun content out for all of you. See ya.